In today's video, I want to give you 3 ways that you can hold trades longer. Now, these 3 are going to seem very counterintuitive, so stick with me on this. The first way is going to be to set profit targets. Now, if you're somebody that wants to hold a trade forever, it might sound very counterintuitive to set a profit target, but the problem that so many traders run into when they do not set profit targets is that once a trade starts to roll over, they think that that's the end of the move, they get freaked out, and then they panic and sell. If you have a target where you think it's going to go, and you have a good reason for why you think that it's going to go to that target, then it gives you more staying power. If you get into XYZ stock at 100 and you think that it's going to 200, that's your profit target. And if it gets up to 105 and it starts to come back to 100, you'll be far less likely to dump everything and sell because, well, you think that it's going to 200. So set the profit target and have a solid reason why you're setting that target. Second way is to actually sell in stages. Now, similar to setting profit targets and how that's counterintuitive, selling in stages is also counterintuitive too, and the reason why is because at first you might be thinking, well, I want to hold this winner forever. Well, that doesn't mean that you need to hold the entire position for the duration. What happens in that scenario is that you're holding the entire position. Let's say you're up 20%, 30%, then all of a sudden the trade starts to come down, and now a 30% gain turned into a 20% gain, and now that's into a 15% gain, and you're seeing all your profits evaporate, and you panic and you sell. If you sell in stages at specific targets, then you've already locked in gains. Then if it does come back in, you're more likely to be able to hold. And instead of thinking like, oh man, I should have sold up there, you're starting to think to yourself, thank God I sold something up there, and you're able to sit through that minor pullback. If it continues to run, right, then you're able to say, well, good. I'm glad that I locked in at least something along the way. I'm glad that I didn't sell everything, right? So either way, it's shifting your mindset to being a winner in either scenario. That's the power of scaling out, and you can do it in so many different ways. Third thing is to use trailing stops. Now, a trailing stop could be done in a variety of ways. Some of the more popular ways are to use key moving averages, to use average true ranges. For me personally, I like to use moving averages, and I'll use a variety of moving averages, particularly on the daily time frame. If I am in a swing trade, I'll typically use the 5 EMA, the 10 EMA, the 21 EMA, and often the 50 SMA, and I'll use all of them, and I'll sell bits and pieces as those moving averages are closed below. I don't want to just sell it moving averages tripped. I wanted to give price the opportunity to be supported at the moving average, and then what will often happen, just to give you a quick diorama, is you'll have a move like this where price is moving up, and here's the moving average, and then all of a sudden you'll get one of these, right? And it looks like it's below the moving average in the morning or even in the middle of the day, and what will happen is at the end of the day it closes near the top or at least above the moving average, and at that point it can be very frustrating. So what I'll do with these kind of trailing stops is I'll just simply check in at the end of the trading day and see, are we above or are we below the moving average, and let that be my signal to exit a portion of the trade or to continue to hold. Now, we have 3 solid ways to continue to hold trades a bit longer, to hold those winning trades even longer. I'm curious to hear if you have other ways that you go about managing and holding your winners. If you got value from this video, do me a favor, click that like button. That helps out the channel a lot. And also subscribe to the channel so that way you make sure that you get every single update that we do. If you have questions, drop them down below. And I want to say thank you for watching this all the way through. I really appreciate it. Glad to serve you. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace out.